Hello everyone, welcome to my channel India Gate. This is Nani Sama and in this video I representing 40 most important MCQs based on the OOPS, that is your object oriented programming. Now let's get started. So here first question is, which of the wrapper class have a boolean value method? So they are giving four options. Option A, all wrapper classes. Option B, all wrapper classes except void. Option C, all wrapper class extending number. And option D, only the boolean class. So this is very easy question here. Why? Because we know that here we talk about the what type of the method, that is your boolean value. So it should be correct answer is option D, that is only the boolean class. Okay, so option D is your correct for question number first. Now we come to the next question. The next question is defined as, which statement is true about the assertion error class? So they are giving four options. Option A, it is a checked exception. Option B, it has a method name to string. Option C, it can be catched by a try catch constructor. And option D, both A and C. Now here the basis of the assertion error class, so we know very well it is your what type of exception, that is your checked exception, and it can be catched by a try catch constructor. Okay, so option A and C both are true, so we easily say that option D is correct, means both A and C. Now we come to the next question. Your next question is defined as, what can cause an assertion statement to be ignored? Okay, so they are giving four options. Option A, nothing. Option B, using appropriate compiler. Option C, using appropriate run time exception. And option D, none. So it is very easy, that is your option C, that is your using appropriate runtime exception. So it to be going to be ignored by the assertion statement. Okay, due to of this runtime exception. Now we come to the next question. Java language is architecturally dash. So they are giving four options. Option A, neutral. Option B, oriented. Option C, specific. And option D, abstract. Okay, so here correct answer is option A, that is neutral. Okay, so Java language is architecturally neutral. Is option A is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. SSL stands for, so this is very easy question, that is your secure socket layer. Okay, so option B is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. Which of the following is not a wrapper class? Okay, so they are giving four options. Option A, string. Option B, integer. Option C, boolean. And option D, character. So here option A is correct, that is your string. So string is not a wrapper class. Now we come to the next question. How do you change the current layout manager for container? So this is very good question, and there are four options. Option A, use set layout. Option B, use create, you can't change it. Option C, you can set layout manager. And option D, use update layout. Okay, so here question is asked, that is how do you change the current layout manager for container? So here option A is correct, that is use set layout method. Okay, so this is correct answer for this question. Now we come to the next question. Next question is defined as, in order to cause the paint or graphics method to execute, which of the following is the most appropriate method to call? Okay, so they are giving four options, that is paint method, second is repaint method, third is your paint graphics, and fourth is update graphics. So we know very well here, in the case of the execution of the what, that is your paint graphics method, we use the repaint. So here option B is your correct answer for this question. Now we come to the next question. When the EBG remove method encounter a system problem, it should throw dash. So they are giving four options. Option A, Java X EJB dot no such entry exception. Option B, Java ABJ dot EBJ exception. Option C, Java dot EJB remove exception. And option D, Java X dot ejb dot duplicate key exception. So we know very well, in the case of the ejb remove method, we use the throw, that is your option B, that is your java dot ejb dot ejb exception. So option B is your correct answer for this question. Now we come to the next question. Here next question is defined as dash is a block of java code in JSP that is used to define classified variables and method in the generated class file. Okay, so we come to the option. Here options are scriptlet, option B declaration, option C element, and option D expression. So here we know very well here, that is declaration, that is option B, is a block of java code, okay, in the JF that is used for define a class widely variables. Okay, so option B is your correct answer for this question. Now we come to the next question. Which of the following is not an implicit object? Okay, so they are giving four options. Option A date, option B request, option C out, and option D page content. Now we know very well here date is your implicit object, so option A is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. An enterprise java bean can be deployed in, so they are giving four options. Option A J2EE server, option B WebLogic, option C WebSphere, and option D all of above. So we know very well here java bean or enterprise java bean can be deployed in all above three, that is your J2EE server, WebLogic, and WebSphere. So option D is your correct answer, means all of above. Okay, now we come to the next question. Mapping files star.html XML is used for, so they are giving four options. Option A to map persistent object to a relation database, option B to configure the Hibernate service, that is connect driver class connection URL, and option C to configure the Hibernate services like connection username, connection password, and dialect etc. So they are giving these four options, and correct answer is option A, that is mapping file, that is star.html is used for what? That is used to map persistent object to a relational database. So here option B is your option A is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. Consider the following HTML page code. So this is code, that is here tag, open tag, that is HTML, and open tag of the body, and in the body this tag is given like your link, that is hyperlink given, that is servlet hello servlet, and post this given, and close this hyperlink, and close the body, and close the HTML. Now here option which method of the hello servlet will be invoked when the hyperlink is clicked. Okay, so they are giving four options. Option A do get, option B do post, and option C do herf, and option D service post. So we really know about that here servlet is used as like your post. So here the option A is your correct for the what is that is clickable. So here do get is correct answer, means option A is your correct answer for this. Now we come to the next question. Here next question is defined as which of the following lines would you use to include output of the data servlet into any other servlet? Okay, so they are giving four options. Option A, B, C, and D, and here correct answer is your option A, because in the case of the option A we include the data servlet into another servlet. So we use this command like request dispatcher rd equal to request dot get request dispatcher slash servlet slash data servlet semicolon rd dot include request comma response. Okay, so this is your correct option for this question. Now we come to the next question. Here next question is defined as to determine the behavior of the Vim in an application we make use of. So they are giving four options. Option A java.vim.simple vim info, Option B, java.beans.introspector. Option C, java.awt.star, and option D, none of above. So correct answer for this question is option B, that is java.beans.introspector, because this application we use to determine the behavior of an bean application to use of this, that is our introspector. Okay, so option B is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. Which of the elements defined within the tag live, that is tag library, elements of the tag lib descriptor file are required? So here we use the option, that is your JSP version. So here JSP option B is your correct answer. So JSP version is used for the define the within the tag library element of the tag library descriptor file are required. Okay, so option B is your correct answer for this question. Now we come to the next question. Name of the element within the tag element that define the tag class that implements the functionality of the tag. So here what we choose, that is your four option. Option A, tag. Option B, tag class. Option C, tag name, and option D, what, that is your tag URL. But here we need to what, that is name element. Okay, so name element within the tag element define the tag class that implement the functionality of the tag. So here correct answer is your option B, means your tag class. So tag class is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. Dash provides the ability to directly insert Java into an HTML document. So here correct answer is option B. So option B is correct, that is your scriptlet. Scriptlet is used to provide the direct ability to insert Java into the HTML document. Okay, so option B is your correct answer for this question. Now we come to the next question. Dash pattern enables improved network traffic and response time, favor remote call, and less data is passed back and forth. So they are giving four options. Option A, value object. Option B, data access object. Option C, forget, and option D, business delegates. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option A, that is value object. Okay, now we come to the next question. Which of the following beans would survive a server crash? So they are giving four options. Option A, entity beans. Option B, stateless session beans. Option C, stateful session bean, and option D, message driven beans. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option A, that is your entity bean. Now we come to the next question. Which of the following statement are true about the locating or using the home interface of a session bean? So they are giving four options. Option A, once occur the home interface can be used only once. Option B, each instance of a session bean has its own EZB home object. Option C, the initial context must be narrowed before it can be used to get the home interface, and option D, none of above. So here option D is correct, that is none of above. Now we come to the next question. Which of the following statements are correct about a session bean whose class contains the following method: publicly void EZB create, and here in the parenthesis string ID. Now we come to the option. Option A, it is stateless session bean. Option B, the home interface of the beans has the method create string ID declare in it, and option C, the component interface of the bean has the method EZB create string declare in it, and option D, none of above. So correct answer is option B, that is the home interface of the beans has method create string ID declare in it. Now we come to the next question. What are the valid method for HTTP session listener interface? So they are giving four options. Option A, session removed. Option B, session destroyed. Option C, session recreated, and option D, session replaced. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option option B, that is session destroyed. Okay, so here we use the valid method for the HTTP session listener interface, that is your session destroyed. Now we come to the next question. Site using HTTP that its HTTP plus SSL secure socket layer can be identified by. So they are given four options. Option A, there is no way one can detect the site uses HTTPS protocol. Option B, the URL of the website begin with the HTTP instead of HTTP. Option C, the URL of the website begin with SSL instead of HTTP. And option D, the URL of the website begin with HTTP. So here option B is your correct. Means here the URL of the website begin with HTTP instead of what, that is your HTTP. Now we come to the next question. An object which implements the interface java.rmi.remote and java.io.serializable is being set as the method parameter from one VM to another. How would it be sent by the RMI? Okay, so they are giving four options. Option A, RMI will serialize the object and send it. Option B, RMI will send the stub of the object. And option C, either A or B throws an exception. And option D, none of above. So here option B is correct. Means your RMI will send the stub of the object. Okay, now next question. In the JMS, message produce and message consumer are created by which of the following objects? So they are creating and giving four options. Option A, connection factories. Option B, message listeners. Option C, connection. And option D, session. So correct answer is option D, that is session. Okay, now we come to the next question. To author a session bin, which of the following class are needed? So they are giving four options. Option E, option B, option C and D. And correct answer for this question is a home interface, a remote interface, and a class that implicates the session bin interface, that is your option B. So option B is your correct. Now we come to the next question. What will happen if a transactional client invoke an enterprise bin method whose transactions attribute is set to never within a transaction context? So they are giving four options. Option A, transaction request exception is thrown to the client. Option B, transaction not support exception is thrown to the client. And option C, transaction is suspended till the bin method is completed. And option D, remove exception is thrown to the client. So correct answer is option D, that is remote exception is thrown to the client. Why? Because we use if the transaction is client invoked on a enterprises method. So this is the method, that is your remote exception is thrown to the client, then the attribute is set to the never within the transaction context. Okay, so now next question. Which of the following statement is false regarding the exception in JDBC? Okay, so here giving the four options. Option A, SQL warning object are subclass of the SQL exceptions that deal with database access warning. Option B, warning stop the execution of an application as exception to they simple alter the user that sometimes didn't happen as planned. Okay, and option C, connection object has get warning method in it. And option D, statement and results that object have get warning method in it. So here option B is your correct. Means your warning stop and execution of an application to do the simple alert and the use that this something didn't happen as planned. Okay, so option B is your correct for this question. Now we come to the next question, which is also related from JDBC and ODBC. So question is, JDBC ODBC bridge doesn't work with Microsoft G++ because it doesn't not support. So there are four options. Option A, Java native interface, JNDI, JINI, and option D, none of above. And correct answer is option A, that is your Java native interface. So here we easily say that Microsoft G++ is not support, that is your first is your Java native interface. Okay, in the case of JDBC and ODBC, bridge doesn't work with Microsoft G++. Now we come to the next question. The JDBC ODBC bridge is, so here correct answer is option A, that is your multi-threaded. Okay, so option A is your correct answer for this question. Now we come to the next question. Name the class that include the get session method that is used to get the HTTP session object. Okay, so they are giving four options. Option A, HTTP servlet request. Option B, HTTP servlet response. Option C, session context, and option D, session config. Okay, so correct answer for this is option A, that is your HTTP servlet request. Okay, so this is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. Your next question is defined as, the EJB timer service is used for timing notification. It can be used with, so they are giving four options. Option A, CMP entity beams. Option B, both BMP and CMP entity beat. Option C, message driven beans, and option D, B and C both. So correct answer is option C, that is your message driven beans. Okay, so message basis, because in the case of the EJB timer service we use for the timing of notification, and notification get by what, that is your message driven beans. Okay, so option C is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. Next question is defined as, what does the EJB specification architecture define? So they are giving four options. Option A, transactional components. Option B, distributed object components. Option C, service side components, and option D, all of above. So correct answer is option D, all of above. So here EJB specification architecture defines your transactional components, distributed object components, service side components. So all of three are the correct answer. Means we easily say that in short option D is your correct. Now we come to the next question. How can I use JDB to create a database? Okay, so this is most important question. Mostly is this question is asked in the interview, but it is also important for the examination point of view. So they are giving four options. Option A, include create equal to true at the end of this JDBC URL, and option B, execute create database GRU SQL statement, and option C, execute str SQL and create collection GRU SQL statement, and option D, database creation of DBMS specific. Okay, now we come to the correct answer, that is your option D, means your database creation in database specification. So how can we create a JDBC to create a database? So we just creation of the database specific. Okay, so option D is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. The next question is defined as, when using a Java bean to get all the parameters from a form, what you must property to be set to question mark in the following codes of the automatic initialization, and here JSP colon use beans id equal to f beans class, that is your govi.form beans, Now we come to the here code. That code is representing like scope equal to request and JSP colon set property name equal to fbean and property that is question marks, which is we defined here, and this is your question. And here JSP forward page, that is servlet JSP to servlet. Okay, now we come to the here options. So option A star, option B A at all, option C at the rate, and option D equal to. Okay, so here option A is correct, that is your star. We include at the property like your star. Okay, so star is your correct answer. Now we come to the next question. Stub is a dash proxy for remote objects. So they are correct. Four option. Option A server side, option B client side, option C both side, and option D none of above. So correct answer is option B. Now next question, which page directive attribute allow you to take care of possible thread conflicts? So there are four options. Option A session, option B extend, option C buffer, and option D is thread save. So here what type of the buffer we talk? Here if we talk about the possible thread conflicts, and it is resolved by the is thread safe. So we easily say that option D is correct, means is thread safe page directive attribute allow you to take care of possible thread conflicts. So option D is your correct answer. Now we come to the last question of this session. In the model view controller architecture of an enterprise application, with the following can be best suited as controller. Okay, so there are four options. Option A servlet, option B Java server page, option C session bean, and option D option first and option third. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option D, that is your first and third option, that is your option A servlet and session beans. Okay, so these two is your correct answer for this question. Now at the end of this session, my all wishes to all of you happy Diwali. May these fireworks burn away of all troubles, problem and sorrow, and may these light up and our life, our happiness, joy, peace this wonderful Diwali. Let's celebrate the festival in the true sense by spreading joy and light up the words of other. Okay, so have a happy, safe and blessed Diwali. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.